Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Snow and we are back again for another brand new Dungeon Quest video. And today, we are going to answer the question, who is better on this update? Mage or Warrior? On this video guys, I'm going to give you some inputs about why I prefer using certain skills on each classes and explain to you guys why other skills are not as good as the others when soloing or grinding in a party in Ghastly Harbor update. Also, for this video giveaway, I'll be giving you 2 purple hunter sets plus a 200,000 base pot nightmare weapon of your choice. All you guys need to do is to comment your in-game name followed by the keyword that you can see on your screens right now. Before we start comparing the Mage and the Warrior side by side, I really tried my best to make this test as fair as possible since my Warrior gears is now higher compared to what I have for my Mage. If you can still remember, and if you have watched my video about my best Mage loadout, at that time, I still have the 46,800 set for my Mage and the legendary Sea Serpent Wings, which only has 349,000. But since I'm trading a lot, I no longer have that particular gears, but managed to improve my Warrior and as well as my Mage set in general. For this comparison video, the pieces that I will be using for our Warrior will be a 47,054 helm with a 46,684 armor paired with a 367,395 Kraken Slayer. For our Mage, we have here a 46,745 helmet plus a 46,364 armor with a 364,358 Sea Serpent Wings. Since there will be a 3,600 plus power difference, I will not be putting the 20 points on our Warrior to make it fair. I measured it by testing the DPS of my Warrior just enough to wipe out the mob waves, and in fact, you will see on the video that there are some instances that some mobs are still up with a sliver of health after receiving a 2 casted skills. Now that the gears are set, let's now talk about the skills. For Warrior, there are 3 most common Warrior skills that are being used on this update: the Mighty Leap, the Phantom Blades, and the Pulse Beams. The Mighty Leap is good for its mobility boost but does less DPS. This skill is good if you can't kill the mobs on 2 skills for you to be able to keep yourself distant to the enemies. Phantom Blades, however, it is good as well on parties but very risky on solos since you really need to go near the mobs to leave the spinning blades. That's why the Pulse Beam is my go-to skill for Warrior since it has a long range plus its burst damage is enough to wipe those mobs out. For the Mage, the 3 most common skills on Ghastly runs are the Smite, the Void Spears, and the Spirit Bomb. Smite is the same as the Mighty Leap in terms of viability. Void Spears has a good DPS, but the casting time is horrible since it isn't burst, plus you cannot cast your second skill unless the first skill animation was finished since the skill was attached to your character. So if ever you want to rock the Ghastly Harbor map with this skill, whether solos or squads, much better if you'll pair it with an Innervate to make the most out of it. The reason why is because you can actually cast Void Spheres twice on one Innervate if you timed it correctly. That will give you a damage of 5 full cast of Void Spears instead of 4. The Spirit Bomb has a burst damage, though what makes it bad is its animation, but yeah, I know it looks cool. It's good for parties, but not recommendable in solos unless you can wipe out the mobs using 2 of them. It is too slow that after your first Spirit Bomb, you need to run a little bit to cast, then fire the second Spirit Bomb skill. Using Innervate with this skill would make it better, but not as good as the Void Spears with Innervate. you'll probably be surprised, but actually for this video, the skills that I'll be using are the Canal's skills, Tsunami, and the Icicle. I'm sure guys that you are wondering why, but the reason is on my gears right now, particularly on my Mage setup, I can use these two old skills from Canals for their range and its burst damage to wipe the mobs easily. I chose using Icicle rather than two Tsunamis since Icicle have more DPS and can wipe out the enemies easily, unlike the double Tsunami, which isn't enough. Another good thing about the Icicle is its wide range for a more scattered mobs. Take note that these two skills are not the best for mages to use unless you have a maxed or high tiered mage gears. And also on this video, you will see me using or switching to two Tsunamis when I'm in my boss because two Tsunamis have lesser cooldown time and as well as the range is much longer than the Icicle. Now that I've explained the choice of skills for both classes, let's now watch them doing the run side by side. Take note that I didn't use any mobility skills since the delay and also my own errors would make it impossible to make the two runs. As you have seen on the side-by-side video, the time difference is big. The biggest reason is that no matter what I use, no matter what skills I mixed and match, only 2 times Tsunamis can actually kill the second boss before him blinking out back on his ship. And that is considering that you timed your very first Tsunami attack perfectly. A little mistake will leave the boss a sliver of health, and yes, after that you need to run again for your life once more to get the bomb and load it to the cannon to get the boss back. With that being said, clearly the warrior definitely won the battle against mages when it comes to solos. Are mages that bad? No, not really. Mage's Spirit Bomb has a wide range, hence is very useful on a party run because of its burst damage. So there you have it guys, I hope this video helped you to decide on which class would you take until the new map update comes. Again, the test that I've done isn't foolproof, so different outcomes on different situations and different styles are definitely possible. But anyway, as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in our next video. Stay cold, peace out.